What's good, guys? We're back at it again with another video. As you can see from the title, we got Nick Smith Jr. breakdown today. Now, I was up early this morning because, of course, I had to finish up the videos for you guys, and I had to cut film for our kids at the prep school today. But I'm just, of course, every morning I'll watch film, things like that. I'll check the rankings to see when ESPN was going to update them. I checked them early this morning, and they had updated them. I mean, I think I had to be one of the first ones to see the update because Paul Biancardi just now announced it, and I saw it at around 6 something this morning, right? So instantly I'm looking through the rankings and they switched it all around, but I'm seeing players that I've never seen before. You guys have never commented down before, so I'm like, wait, I don't like these names are familiar. So most of the names are the same, but we got new additions to the top 10. We got Nick Smith, we got Jaden Bradley, Kayson Wallace, I don't know how to say it, and then Kyle Filipowski. Hopefully I'm saying that right, but those are the new additions to the ESPN top 10. So obviously, before I get my top 10, I got to look at all these players. Now we got to add those into the players we have to watch. So we're going to add them in. We're going to get all these players done. Like I said, I've already done most of them. And I was going to come with Amari today, but I just realized Amari's actually been hurt. So he hasn't played AAU this little AAU summer. So I'm probably going to leave him out of my top 10 because it wouldn't be fair to put him above another player when he hasn't played or put him below another player when he hasn't played recently. So we'll probably leave him out. But like I said, we're going to hit these new players. We're going to start right now with Nick Smith. So if I haven't heard of him and you guys never commented about him, I think this might be all of our first impression of the new number 6 player in the class of 2022. Let's go.
If you give Nick Smith any room on the perimeter, it's going up, regardless if it's a make or a miss. He's also a pretty good athlete in the open floor, and as you're going to see on this next possession, he has an array of moves to get an open shot, scoring on the top 3 player in the country with a fadeaway. Because he is such a prolific scorer, he can get a bit of tunnel vision at times, as you can see here, missing his teammate on the wing. A lot of basketball is reactionary, and he does a great job here using the Euro to get to the floater. As you're going to see over these next 2 possessions, Nick has an extremely high-level float game and can knock it down from all over the court at all different angles. I want all my young players to watch how he starts off slow, then changes his pace, changes his speed so he can get the open 3 and knock it down. Like I said in previous videos, a lot of the times with top players, they will take a lot of tough shots, bad shots, just like this one, especially with the time and score. Because Nick has excellent touch, any type of floater or leaner that he puts up has a great chance of going in, as you can see here. And even on this next possession, he gets the and one with the touch.
Okay, so Nick Smith. Before we get into him, I want to tell you guys, give you all a little more insight into how the rankings work, right? So over the summer, Biancardi, and I forget what the other dude's name is, they'll go watch certain games, certain AAU teams, things like that. And with them, when they rank players, there's a lot of recency bias, right? So with Nick Smith, the game we just watched, this game, I'm pretty sure this was like the last game, had to be one of the last AAU games in the summer. Nick Smith was going against Team Final, who had Jalen Duren, who was number 2 in 2022 before he reclassed, and the new number 2, which is Derek Lively. He was also on that same team that Nick Smith was going against, right? So for him to drop 31, he had 31 against the former number 2 who now reclassed up, and the current number 2 to have 31 against 2 of the top bigs, top players in the class, and a lot of his points weren't threes. There he's scoring with floaters in the paint, and these are playing against like one-on-one. Like he was getting the switch on the current number 2 player, Derek Lively. He was getting the switch in the pick and rolls, and he's going to work. And I'm watching him work and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure that this was a nationally televised game because I watched the camera crews going up and down the sidelines, you know what I'm saying? And instead of just having the cameras on the baseline, they had cameras going up and down, filming the game. So I'm pretty sure this was a nationally televised game. So that's why I'm saying the recency bias with these rankings, you drop 31 against two of the top five. If Duren was still in the class, 2 of the top 5, you drop 31. You going skyrocket up these rankings. But let's get into his game, right? So Nick Smith, what I'm seeing, what I'm starting to see, like the trend is, and I'm pretty sure you guys are starting to notice too, we're starting to have a lot of 6'3" to about 6'6" scores. Like they're just scores. All these dudes are all buckets, right? So we're having scores, and then we're having forwards that are about 6'7" to 6'9", who can shoot it a little bit, but they're more coveted for the versatility, right? So, and we're doing who are we doing? We're doing Jordan Walsh at 230. His breakdown's dropping at 230 today. So we're starting to have scores and versatile forwards. That's the trend. Remember what I told you guys, why Scotty Barnes skyrocketed, because he's versatile at that size. You're gonna see with Jordan Walsh too. But with Nick Smith, I keep forgetting his name, bro, because it's literally my first time. So with Nick Smith, this kid is a three level scorer. I know this sounds repetitive, but bro, like these kids, like they're starting to come out like crazy. So him, I can tell off the rip. It's kind of like when we watched Keontae's first game, when like he was missing shots, but I know he can make those shots because no coach in their right mind is letting you take these type of shots unless you make them consistently. And obviously he wouldn't got ranked as high if he didn't make them consistently, right? So some of these side steps, things like that. Remember what I say, a lot of the top players like to experiment with their games in AAU because they're that good. So he's taking a couple bad shots to sidestep over a footer that might get blocked, or he might miss a teammate here with tunnel vision, but he's a scorer like that. So this kid has a jumper. You give him any type of space, it's gone. He got good pace coming off a pick and roll, good pace in transition. That floater, that's him. That's him. So like wherever he is on the floor, it doesn't matter. He doing floaters with mid-range with someone closing out. He leaning, throwing up floaters. Like his touch is like that. And like I say all the time, with scores like this, what makes them that good, they don't care. Make or miss, they coming at you 100 miles an hour. They don't care if they miss the next shot. They don't care if they miss 5 shots in a row. They still gonna keep hooping. With Nick Smith in this game, he didn't score in the first quarter. That's why his clips really started in the second quarter. He didn't score in the first quarter. They weren't bad misses or teaching point type of misses, so I didn't include him in there. But he didn't score first quarter. Kept playing, started to heat up. Fourth quarter, got off. Fourth quarter just got off. He almost brought them back in the game. As you saw, he was almost scoring every time down the court. And I'm talking about, as you saw, floaters, leaners, and ones, things like that. He's shooting step backs all of a sudden. Like, he started to get off. So, like I said, with scores like this, they're gonna keep coming at you. They're gonna keep coming at you. Now, again, this was my first time watching him, and this was the last AAU game of, at least for his team, right? So he dropped 31. Now I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna do a breakdown on it on here, but I'm gonna watch some more games just so I can really get a feel of him, because this probably was one of his best games. But I still want to get a feel. Okay, this was his best game. I'm personally gonna watch. Okay, what does he look like when his shot isn't falling for real? Just so I can get a good base of what he is before we drop the rankings. But all in all, like that, like these kids are. Bro, this next evolution of the game is going to be spooky. But like I said, we got Jordan Walsh dropping at 230. We're going to knock out the rest of these. Like I said, Cason Wallace, Kyle Filipowski, Jaden Bradley, Derek Lively. And then whoever you guys think are right outside of that top 10 and need to get a look, should get a look, make sure to comment them down. Appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We still going to be back at it tomorrow with another video.